I'll be honest with y'all, I didn't think this hunt was going to end up with a buck down. This was my first morning hunting a place I already had permission on, and I really just wanted to set up and see how it hunted. I checked my crossbow zero real quick, climbed in the stand, and eased into the morning with no expectations at all. And sometimes, that's when it happens. This ended up being my very first buck with a crossbow, and it's one I'm never going to forget. Stay tuned in this episode of the CROSSBOW Boys. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the CROSSBOW Boys. Today, I've got a story to tell y'all. It is my personal story about the first buck I ever killed using a crossbow. So to start us off, we got permission from a landowner to go set up on her property because they have a deer problem that needs to be taken care of. So go with us as we go into a new spot to set up for a deer hunt. Step 1, set up where the deer sign is, and step 2, get going. Jeremy said he's already found a trail.
House over there.
Y'all, could y'all see that? Goodness. It's just a cliff, y'all. Straight down. What the? Y'all, this stuff's thicker than snot. I see something potential here. Right there.
This used to be a funky looking lake, is what this used to be.
And we're standing in the bottom of it. Dude, I don't even know what to do. First time I'm actually stumped. It's straight up cliff.
There's obviously deer here, but getting a deer out.
This is the weirdest fish bowl I've ever seen.
I think timber service come here and jack this up.
No, this is tornado damage.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's tornado damage.
Like, do hunt, I don't know how you're gonna get here quietly.
I see, that's what I was thinking. Down here in this bowl ain't gonna do no good. Well, guys, we're gonna get out of this bowl, look and see what's up at the top. And we found a lot of deer sign as soon as we got on that ridge line. So we got straight to setting up our blind because we were running out of daylight. Get him. Get him. Hey, you're tripping up your buddy. Thank you, Tideway. Ta-da! What are we putting on this scrape, Jeremy?
601.
601. You ever heard of them before? I have. I heard they're pretty good. What about you?
Only stuff out there.
This sponsor segment is brought to you by 601 Outdoor Scents. We just wanted to kind of show you a little bit of the product selection that we have with us currently as of the date of this shooting. He does cover scents and he does synthetic attractants, so he covers all the bases. He also has apparel that you can see right here. Some of the specific stuff that we have to show y'all today is we've got sassafras food scent, soybean, white oak acorn attractant, we've got black licorice cover scent, we got persimmon attractant, we got peanut butter attractant, pine cover scent, swamp thing, fresh dirt cover scent, which we really like to use during the hunting season, pine cover scent, we've got triple XTC 3-gland scent, synthetic allure bedding with estrus, synthetic hot mama dough and heat, and then he does a little bit of stuff for the beauty side of things. He's got some beard oil, he's got something called the Outdoorsman, and then he's got something for the ladies too. So if you guys want to check him out, he does soaps and he does cover scents, he does scent attractants, he's got the scent drags to go for your scent attractants. He can rig you up for your scent game, especially if you want to play hunting season in the wind this winter. If you guys are interested, this is the best scents, especially synthetic scents, that are on the market as of right now. Absolutely no false advertising. What you see is what you get.
Jesus, that stinks. Thank you. There she is in her full glory.
You got a picture? Oh.
No, I don't have a picture. I was just telling these guys what it looks like all done. Looks pretty good. Got a shooting lane going down to mock scrape. So hopefully something will walk in. We can get it at daylight. Well, guys, we're done here. We're monitoring deer in our new spot. Up next in the things to do is going to be sight the crossbow in, or at least make sure that the zero still holds to where it needs to be. Let's make sure this crossbow's on before I take it out hunting. I'm going to set you guys down there by the target. Y'all ain't got to see me shoot. Y'all just got to see where that arrow's hitting. So I'm going to grab the crossbow, set y'all down, and hopefully I don't shoot y'all. This is what I'm shooting today, by the way. It is a Barnett crossbow. Whitetail Hunter Edition. This is actually Justin's crossbow. We're borrowing it because he's done crossbow hunting for the year. But we're going to keep crossbow hunting, mostly because I'm trying to learn how to do it. The goal is to aim dead center, so that's where I'm going to aim. Okay, looks like we got a little adjustment to make, so let's go back and make those adjustments real quick. Y'all stay right there. I'll make another shot here in a second. Okay, so my next shot should be on. I'm about ready for the bullseye shot now. Here we go. All right, good to go. Now it's time for the hunt. The first morning of the first attempt. The secret to a good hunt is get up before the chickens get done roosting. Good morning, y'all. This is the first hunt of yet another deer hunting video. So, hope you guys are ready. We're ready. Well, I'm ready. Jeremy's getting close to being ready, but we're about to go hit the woods. Got a couple of crossbows because y'all know our crossbow hunting spot, we could only hunt crossbows, so we're going to go ahead and honor the landlord by hunting only crossbows at this location. Anyway, we're gearing up. We're going to get straight to the point. Let's get to the woods. Alright, so I'm in the tree stand. Jeremy's in the blind down the hill. We've recently had a bush hog cut, so that's probably going to take the deer movement. You put it on this tree line coming right in front of me. Kind of that area. So that may push the deer a little bit closer today, which is something that I'm really banking on. But anyway, hopefully me or my brother say something this morning. I'm gonna put y'all on my head so that y'all can see my first person perspective, because I don't have the equipment that I need to film in a tree stand. So yeah, I'll just put y'all on my head. Y'all, I'm shaking. That happened so fast. I almost lost the bug because he was right on top of me. I just about couldn't move. gosh. Y'all saw how he walked off too. He's hurt bad. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna go warm up in the truck. Guys, I was gonna give y'all a little bit of update. So what I've done is I pulled out silently. I didn't go look for the blood trail. As y'all saw in the footage, I saw exactly where that deer went into the woods. So it's not gonna be hard to get back on the blood trail, because by the time that deer had run into the wood line on that cedar tree, yeah, it was around where that cedar tree is in the footage, he had already run a full circle for about 100 yards, and he was just barely crawling into the woods. So I saw blood on the side of the deer, and by my count right now, as long as Jeremy hasn't shot anything else, I do believe he's still in the blind. So I left him out there. He said, just leave me out here. I'm going to keep hunting, because we're far enough away. Like, we're 2 ridge lines apart. So he said he didn't hear the shot. He didn't hear any movement up there. So the deer where he is totally undisturbed. Of course, I got out silently. 601 outdoor scents. I sprayed doe and estrus on the mock scrape that we had, and that deer went exactly to the mock scrape, because the wind was coming out of the south straight into that wood line where he come out at, and that deer come straight up, was smelling that mock scrape. He come to it, turned just enough for me to react. I didn't have a whole lot of time, and as soon as he turned, I had to just let one fly. So anyway, it's cold. Have I told y'all it's cold? As y'all could tell, I'm not fully aware yet that that was a bad shot. So I slowly get to figuring it out. I left the rangefinder in the truck, so I had to estimate that shot. Well, guys, I just saw the footage. That crack that I heard was not a shoulder shot, it was a gut shot. So guess what? We're gonna let a buck marinate for a while. I'd be the first decent buck that I've shot in over 2 years, so I'm gonna play it by the book. It's gonna sit there, it's gonna marinate. It may be stiff as a board when we get there, but we're gonna let it sit. Jeremy, you think we got a dead deer or not?
I don't know.
I don't either. We're getting our theories together.
Thomas sucks at shooting. That's the theory.
He just needs to let the deer, like, you need to stop him. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. I should have mapped.
Like before he got to the pine.
Hey, I'll explain it to y'all though.
If anything, lead him a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the reason I didn't do it is because if I'd have had mapped,
He called me. He said, "Dude, I shoulder punched that deer. I was like, I looked at the film. I was like, you did not shoulder punch that deer at all.
No.
You ham that deer. Like you're like 3 inches away from the back ham.
So we're giving
shot that deer right here. I bet you you castrated that deer. I bet you. That's probably why he was walking like he was.
Oh, who needs enemies? All right, I shot this deer at 7 o'clock in the morning, so I decided to wait until about 12:30 to go back into the woods to look for this thing. All right, we're here to look for the deer, so here goes everything and or nothing. Now the hunt begins. Wow, the search begins. He's bleeding good. Long story short, we found him. I'll show you in a minute. There he is, y'all. Biggest deer killed in 2 years. I just gotta load him up. Yeehaw. Time to guess his weight. Well,
It's about 130.
yeah, I give it about 130. All right, now let's get him home and get to where I can talk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7. But he's a little young, but I'm happy with him. So I'm gonna get the antlers off. I'm not gonna, you know, cape him or anything, but I'll at least get the antlers and make a nice little hat rack in my bedroom. For the sake of everything, he was shot right here. So without showing too much graphics, that's where he was shot. But the secret was I shot him at 7 o'clock. We come back at 12:30. So we found the deer, and I'm glad that we did.
His first crossbow buck.
Actually,
Our first bow buck.
yeah, that's my first archery anything buck. Not my first buck, but I've killed them with a rifle, but I'm still figuring out this archery thing. And it's mostly meat because these steaks are gonna taste. Oh. I went ahead and tried to do something I ain't never done before. We decided to skull mount that joker, and this is how it turned out. I decided to put it on the wall. It's my first crossbow buck. I mean, what am I gonna do? And here's the finished product if you want to see it. What y'all think? That didn't turn out too bad for a first time skull mount. I literally painted it up like my 30-06 in my other videos, my dirty 30 that I talk about all the time. So yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with it. It looks very, very well done. I mean, all we had to do was to cook that head for 2 hours and then pressure wash all the stuff off of it, and there you go. Ended up with a nice little skull mount. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Well guys, I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. This was my personal story of the first time I have ever killed a buck with a crossbow. It ain't the biggest buck, I know it, but it's my first one and I'm proud of it. So that's why I decided to skull mount it. It's going to remind me every day of the mistakes that I made first of all, and the success that I had even through those mistakes. So guys, I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like. Comment on what you would have done differently, because I'm still learning as an archery/crossbow hunter about the ins and outs of what it is to make successful hunts happen. I'm still making a lot of mistakes, but you know what? I'm going to end up making those mistakes anyway. So the best thing about learning how to do something is just start, and then you learn as you go. We have a lot more hunting videos coming up, so stay tuned for those. If this is the first time watching, hi, it's nice to meet you. If it's not the first time you're watching, it's good to see y'all again. Until the next episode of the Rexstraw Boys, I reckon we gone.